It's about time I give my opinion on the tariffs that Trump is instating on the illegal corrupt institutions of the Irish government and the illegal corrupt institution of the European Union, the EU. Now, I absolutely love the fact that this is coming to fruition, because this is what Ireland needs: the snobs, the people who refuse to wake up, the people who refuse to want to even care about the country, you know. They refuse because, you know why? It suits themselves. They suit themselves, you know. They pull the ladder up and they don't care otherwise, because all that matters is their own little reputations, their own image, their own optics. That's all that matters. The country needs a great awakening, and the only way to do that is to affect the snobs where it hurts the most, right in their pockets. Because once their pockets are affected, they start to realise that they're surrounded by scroungers and lurchers and dregs of society that will continue to get subsidies and benefits while they're out of work. These lurchers will turn out, these scammers will turn out to get more financial assistance once the pharma lapdogs lose their jobs, which will be coming, because Trump is about to announce tariffs on pharmaceuticals specifically, which obviously will affect Ireland's pharma-reliant economy and Ireland's big tech economy, you know. Tariffs are coming that way too. The likes of Intel. Well, the reckoning is coming, you know. Bosch and Lomb, Pfizer. You have GlaxoSmithKline in Ireland, you have Microsoft, you have Google. You have also companies like Moffat, which are like steel companies. You know, they rely on transformers. Obviously stuff for electricity and power. So there's going to be a lot of things that are American, and there'll be a lot of these anti-Irish whinging, saying, oh, why are the American companies leaving Ireland? Why are they leaving for America? Because they're American. They're only in Ireland not because they love Ireland or because they think the Irish people are the smartest people in the world. They're in Ireland because they were able to be here and be scammers and not pay any tax. And we have to pay all the taxes, the Irish citizens. The people who work hard. The people who do it all. The people who bust our backs for this country. We're the ones who have to pay the tax. While the scammers, you'd almost say to yourself, what's the point of working? Because the scammers get more for not working. And what's the point of getting a passport or documentation? As the scammers can come in without any of that. And they get a council house straight away, you know what I mean? This is the way it's gone in the country, you know? Scammers get a council house. Like that, you know? While we're left on the housing list for basically 15, 20 years, 25 years, just left to rot. The Irish people left to rot on the housing list, and on these council houses. Focus Ireland houses, Simon Community, all that. All that stuff goes to the lads who rob you. You know, the gypsies on the street. You know, these Romanis. They come from numerous countries across Europe. Czech Republic, Romania, Albania. You know, Slovakia. These you know, it's part of these cultures up in Dublin. All they care about is robbing you. And then you go to the countries like India, and we're taking them in all the time. They have no respect for women. They don't care about women. And they don't care about Irish culture either. Or our country, or our flag, or what we stand for, or our religion. We're inviting in all these other religions into a Christian country. But at the same time, the Irish government wanted to literally take mother out of the constitution. And it just showed when Micheál Martin, and Simple Simon, Micheál Martin, as he likes to be termed more, you know. And then Simple Simon, the T-boy, Frank Spencer look like. Some mothers do have them, alright. But like, I mean, we're actually relying on those imbeciles to make decisions for this country. These are EU sellouts. These are not stupid. Do you know? They make it appear like they're stupid on camera. That's all politics. They know if they appear idiocy and they appear idiotic to the normal old normie on the street, they'll get away with it, and the normie will think, oh sure, he's just basically someone, he doesn't really know what's going on, but sure, he has our best interests at heart. No, they don't have your best interests at heart. They play the dumbass so they can get away with their scams while they sell you out to the EU. So what Trump is after doing for this EU scammers is some of the best news that you could get, because it's what Ireland needs, is to wake up. Time to stop closing your eyes and maybe open them, as opposed to eyes wide shut. How about eyes wide open and stop shutting your eyes to reality? It's important for Ireland to recognise that we're in grave danger with Islam and these cultures, Hinduism as well. They don't respect us. It's very important to realise we're in the midst of a holy war, a war between good and evil. Good needs to win. We can't leave evil prosper. There is a lot of Irish people themselves who are evil and want this country to go into the ground. They want this country to become anti-religious and to become non-Christian. Well, I say it ain't happening, because us as Irish people have to stand strong and make sure that our country reaches its destiny and goes back to being European, properly European Christian country with real values and real morals. Stop worshipping the devil and start worshipping God and our Lord Jesus Christ, and start worshipping that Irish flag, because that's what really matters. And start reading everything about your Irish history and start respecting the culture and the country before it's way too late. Ireland needs to be saved, and these tariffs are going to work well in that way, but it's not enough still. We have to get rid of the vultures. We have to get rid of the traitors that are among us. These are the people that are causing the most problems in the country. These traitors among us. These people are happy to see the country be sold out to Europe, to every other religion, to the rest of the world. Do you know what? We need to ship them out too. Once the reckoning comes, we have to ship them out, even though they are Irish or whatever. They're not Irish at heart, and that's what matters. They might have Irish blood or whatever, but they get that up, to be honest. They may as well have donated it and got some different culture's blood transfused into them, because they're not Irish. They may as well be kneeling on a little carpet, you know, like their friends do. Thank you. This being the Irish Citizens Movement. Subscribe. Thank you.